Bonjour, fellow travelers. Jules here from Trips TV. Please like and subscribe. Guess where we are? That's right, we're in Paris, the city of lights. Get ready to be swept off your feet by the romance, the history, and the undeniable charm of this iconic destination. From the top of the Eiffel Tower to the banks of the Seine River, Paris is a feast for the senses. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, a fashionista, or simply someone who appreciates beauty, Paris has something for you. In this video, we're going to take you on a whirlwind tour of the top places to see and things to do in Paris. And don't worry, we know how overwhelming it can be to plan a trip to such a big city, so we've done the hard work for you. We've curated a list of the absolute must-sees and must-dos, all captured in stunning aerial footage and exterior shots. So sit back, relax, and let us be your guide to the magic of Paris. Our Parisian adventure begins with the city's most iconic landmark, the Eiffel Tower. This wrought iron lattice tower, standing tall on the Champs-Élysées, is more than just a structure. It's a symbol of France itself. Completed in 1889 as the centerpiece of the World's Fair, the Eiffel Tower was initially met with mixed reviews. Some Parisians found its design outlandish, while others hailed it as a masterpiece of modern engineering. Can you imagine Paris without this iconic structure piercing its skyline? Today, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most recognizable and visited landmarks in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year, and who could blame them? The tower offers breathtaking panoramic views of the city, especially as the sun sets and the cityscape twinkles below. But the Eiffel Tower is more than just a pretty face. It also played a significant role in history, serving as a radio communications tower during World War I. Today, the tower houses several restaurants, a champagne bar because, why not, and observation decks that offer stunning 360-degree views of the city. Whether you choose to ascend to the top or simply admire it from afar, a visit to the Eiffel Tower is an absolute must-do on any trip to Paris. Just imagine yourself standing on the observation deck, a glass of champagne in hand, as you take in the breathtaking scenery. It's an experience you won't soon forget. From one icon to another, we now find ourselves at the Louvre Museum, home to some of the world's most famous works of art. Housed in the Louvre Palace, a former royal residence that dates back to the 12th century, this museum is a testament to the enduring power of art and history. As you approach the museum, your eyes are immediately drawn to its grand courtyards and the iconic glass pyramid that serves as its main entrance. This modern addition, designed by I.M. Pei, caused quite a stir when it was unveiled in 1989. But today, it's just as beloved as the historic palace itself. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by a vast collection of art and artifacts spanning centuries and continents. From Egyptian antiquities to Greek sculptures, from Renaissance masterpieces to Islamic art, the Louvre has something to captivate everyone. Of course, no visit to the Louvre would be complete without a glimpse of Leonardo da Vinci's enigmatic masterpiece, the Mona Lisa. This small but mighty painting draws crowds from around the world, all eager to see her mysterious smile for themselves. But don't let the crowds deter you from exploring the rest of the museum's treasures. Take your time to wander through the galleries, admire the intricate details of the paintings and sculptures, and let yourself be transported back in time. Whether you're an art enthusiast or simply appreciate beauty in all its forms, a visit to the Louvre is an experience that will stay with you long after you've left Paris. It's a place where you can lose yourself in the stories behind the art, marvel at the skill of the masters, and gain a deeper appreciation for the history of human creativity. All right, guys, buckle up because we're about to step back in time and soak in some serious history. Picture this, Paris in the 12th century, they're building something massive. Notre-Dame Cathedral, this masterpiece took almost 2 centuries to complete. The detail, the craftsmanship, it's just mind-blowing. Think soaring arches and those iconic stained glass windows. It's enough to take your breath away. Unfortunately, Notre-Dame suffered a devastating fire in 2019. But the spirit of Paris is strong. The city is committed to restoring this iconic landmark. Now, even though the restoration process is ongoing, you can still visit Notre-Dame and witness its grandeur from the outside. Walking around the square, you can really feel the history and energy of the place. It's a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, beauty and hope can prevail. And hey, while you're there, take a moment to appreciate the little details like the gargoyles perched on the rooftops. These whimsical creatures served a practical purpose. They acted as water spouts to protect the cathedral's walls from erosion. But they also add a touch of personality and whimsy to the already stunning architecture. Visiting Notre-Dame is an experience unlike any other. It's a chance to connect with the heart and soul of Paris, to witness the resilience of the human spirit, and to appreciate the enduring power of art and architecture. Trust me, this is one sight you won't want to miss. Now, I know we could spend all day talking about Notre-Dame, but we've got a lot more ground to cover. So let's hop on the metro and head to our next destination. Okay, fashionistas, shopaholics, and lovers of all things chic, get ready because we're about to hit the most famous shopping street in the world, the Champs-Élysées. This Grand Boulevard stretching from the Place de la Concorde to the Arc de Triomphe is basically the Fifth Avenue of Paris, but with even more Parisian flair. High-end boutiques, flagship stores, and charming sidewalk cafes where you can sip on an espresso and people watch. The energy here is electric, with artistic window displays and the scent of pastries and perfume. More than just shopping, it's a symbol of Parisian elegance and grandeur, a place to see and be seen, to celebrate and soak up the vibrant atmosphere. Whether for retail therapy or a leisurely stroll, the Champs-Élysées is a must-visit. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Champs-Élysées sounds expensive, right? Well, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. There are plenty of affordable options like cute souvenir shops, cozy cafes, and even a Monoprix for all your essentials. And hey, even if you're on a budget, window shopping is totally free. Beyond the shopping, the Champs-Élysées is home to some of Paris's most iconic landmarks. At one end, you've got the imposing Arc de Triomphe, and at the other, the Place de la Concorde, a historic square. Get ready to climb to new heights in Montmartre, crowned by the breathtaking Sacré-Cœur Basilica. Perched atop the highest point in Paris, it's a symbol of hope and resilience. Construction began in the late 19th century after a period of turmoil. It symbolizes national reconciliation and hope for the future. The gleaming white travertine stone glows against the skyline. Climb the stairs or take the funicular to reach the basilica. You'll be rewarded with breathtaking views of the city. The architecture blends Romanesque and Byzantine styles. Now, for many visitors, the highlight of a trip to the Sacré-Cœur is the panoramic view from the dome. To access this breathtaking vista, you can either climb the stairs, yes, more stairs, or take an elevator. Trust me, the view is worth the effort. From this vantage point, Paris unfolds before you like a giant map. You can spot all the iconic landmarks, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Notre-Dame. It's truly awe-inspiring. And on a clear day, you can see for miles in every direction. It's the perfect spot to snap some epic photos and soak up the beauty of the City of Lights. But the Sacré-Cœur isn't just about the view. The surrounding neighborhood of Montmartre is a destination in itself. Known for its artistic legacy, Montmartre was once home to legendary artists like Picasso, Van Gogh, and Renoir. Today, the neighborhood retains its bohemian charm, with cobblestone streets, charming cafes, and street artists selling their wares. Be sure to wander through the Place du Tertre, where you can watch artists paint portraits, caricatures, and Parisian landscapes. It's a true feast for the senses. All right, art lovers, get ready to fall in love with Montmartre. This neighborhood is perched on a hilltop, and trust me, the views alone are worth the trip. But Montmartre is so much more than just a pretty face. This is where artists like Picasso, Monet, and Renoir lived and worked. Don't forget to check out the Place du Tertre, the heart and soul of Montmartre's artistic scene. Here you can find local artists selling their paintings, caricatures, and portraits. It's the perfect place to pick up a unique souvenir or simply soak up the vibrant atmosphere. Ready to experience Paris from a whole new perspective? Then hop aboard a Seine River cruise. This is one of the most enchanting ways to see the City of Lights, gliding along the water and watching as iconic landmarks drift by. It's pure magic. You'll find cruises departing throughout the day and evening, each offering its own unique charm. Choose a daytime cruise for stunning views of the city bathed in sunlight, or opt for an evening cruise to see Paris illuminated in all its glory. Trust me, the Eiffel Tower sparkling against the night sky is a sight to behold. As you cruise along the Seine, you'll pass under historic bridges, each with its own story to tell. Keep an eye out for the ornate Pont Alexandre III, the oldest bridge in Paris, the Pont Neuf, and the iconic Pont des Arts, also known as the Love Lock Bridge. And don't forget your camera. The views from the Seine are truly breathtaking, offering unique perspectives of iconic landmarks like the Louvre Museum, the Notre-Dame Cathedral, and of course, the Eiffel Tower. It's the perfect opportunity to capture those postcard-perfect shots of Paris. But a Seine River cruise is more than just a sightseeing tour. It's a journey through history. As you sail along the river, you'll be following in the footsteps of kings and queens, artists and writers who have all been captivated by the beauty of the Seine. Imagine the Impressionist painters who set up their easels along the banks of the Seine to capture the play of light on the water. And let's not forget the countless love stories that have unfolded along these romantic shores. Many cruises offer audio guides that provide fascinating insights into the history and architecture of the landmarks you'll see along the way. You'll learn about the people and events that have shaped Paris into the city it is today. Whether you choose a daytime or evening cruise, a Seine River cruise is an experience you won't want to miss. It's a chance to slow down, relax, and soak up the beauty and romance of Paris from a truly unique perspective. And get ready to escape the hustle and bustle of Paris and step into an oasis of peace and tranquility, the Luxembourg Gardens. This sprawling green space is like a breath of fresh air in the heart of the city, and trust me, you'll want to spend an afternoon getting lost in its beauty. Originally created in the 17th century for Marie de Medici, the widow of King Henry IV, the Luxembourg Gardens are a perfect blend of French and Italian garden design. Think perfectly manicured lawns, vibrant flower beds, and elegant fountains, all surrounded by stately trees and charming pathways. One of the highlights of the gardens is the Medici Fountain, a masterpiece of Renaissance sculpture that simply exudes romance. Find a spot on a bench nearby and just imagine the courtly love affairs that must have unfolded under its cascading waters. And don't miss the Luxembourg Palace, which overlooks the gardens. This grand palace is now home to the French Senate, but you can still admire its stunning architecture from afar. It's a true architectural gem. But the Luxembourg Gardens are more than just a feast for the eyes. They're also a hub of activity, buzzing with locals and tourists alike. Take a stroll through the gardens and you'll see people enjoying picnics, playing tennis, or simply relaxing on a bench with a good book. Kids will love the charming puppet shows and pony rides, while adults can challenge themselves to a game of chess or boule, a beloved French lawn game. And for the romantics at heart, why not rent a rowboat and glide across the pond in front of the palace? One of my favorite things to do in the Luxembourg Gardens is simply find a bench in a sunny spot and watch the world go by. It's the perfect place to people watch, enjoy the fresh air, and soak up the Parisian atmosphere. So whether you're looking for a peaceful escape, a fun family outing, or a romantic rendezvous, the Luxembourg Gardens have something for everyone. Trust me, it's an experience you won't want to miss. Hey there, fellow wanderlusters! We're standing tall in Paris, ready to explore another iconic landmark, the Arc de Triomphe. Now, this isn't just any arch, you know. Commissioned by Napoleon himself, it stands as a powerful symbol of French victories and military might. Can you imagine the parades and celebrations that have graced this very spot? The Arc de Triomphe was inaugurated in 1836, after years of construction, and it quickly became a focal point of Parisian life. It has witnessed history unfold from grand celebrations to solemn commemorations. Imagine the stories these stones could tell. Today, the Arc de Triomphe stands as a testament to France's resilience and enduring spirit. It's a place where history comes alive, where you can almost hear the echoes of marching soldiers and feel the energy of a nation united. And let me tell you, the energy here is contagious. Now, you might be tempted to admire the Arc de Triomphe from afar, and it is a sight to behold from any angle. But trust me on this, the view from the top is something else entirely. You can actually climb to the top, up a spiral staircase, and let me tell you, it's worth every step. As you ascend, you'll be treated to ever-changing perspectives of the arch's intricate carvings and sculptures. Each detail tells a story, depicting scenes of battles and celebrating French victories. It's like walking through a history book, only way more exciting. And once you reach the top, oh boy, get ready to be wowed. The panoramic view of Paris from the Arc de Triomphe is simply breathtaking. You can see for miles in every direction, taking in all the iconic landmarks that make this city so captivating. Trust me, it's an experience you won't soon forget. Bonjour from the outskirts of Paris, where we're about to step back in time and into a world of opulence and grandeur at the Palace of Versailles. This sprawling palace, once the seat of French royalty, is a true testament to the lavish lifestyles of kings and queens. It's like stepping right into a history book, only 1,000 times more glamorous. Originally a hunting lodge, Versailles was transformed by King Louis XIV, the Sun King himself, into a symbol of his absolute power and France's dominance. Imagine the parties, the balls, the intrigue that unfolded within these very walls. And speaking of grandeur, the sheer size of Versailles is awe-inspiring. With over 700 rooms, 2,000 windows, and countless works of art, you could spend days exploring its every nook and cranny and still not see it all. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? Now, while the palace itself is a sight to behold, no trip to Versailles is complete without a stroll through its magnificent gardens. Designed by the renowned landscape architect André Lenotre, these gardens are a masterpiece of French formal garden design. Imagine yourself strolling along perfectly manicured lawns, surrounded by colorful flower beds, sparkling fountains, and sculptures that seem to come to life. It's a feast for the senses and a photographer's dream. And don't even get me started on the fountains. These aren't your average water features, folks. From the Latona fountain depicting a scene from Greek mythology to the Apollo fountain symbolizing the Sun King himself, each fountain tells a story and adds to the magical atmosphere of the gardens. So if you're looking for a royal escape, a journey back in time, a chance to witness history and beauty on a grand scale, then a visit to the Palace of Versailles is an absolute must. Well, there you have it, folks. We've explored some of the most iconic landmarks and hidden gems that Paris has to offer. From the breathtaking views atop the Eiffel Tower to the artistic charm of Montmartre, from the grandeur of the Louvre to the tranquility of the Luxembourg Gardens, Paris truly has something for everyone. I hope this video has inspired you to add this magical city to your travel bucket list. And hey, if you're already planning a trip, even better. Just imagine yourself strolling along the Champs-Élysées, enjoying a croissant at a sidewalk cafe, and soaking up the City of Lights' unique ambiance. Don't forget to subscribe to Trips TV for more travel inspiration and hidden gems from around the world. Until next time, happy travels!